What's up, YouTube? I just wanted to take a moment to let you know what this channel is about. What I want with this channel is a place to discuss movies and TV shows, but I will also be doing some episodes with horror stories and different paranormal topics. I will begin with something that happened over the span of several years, starting around the age of 7 and going to the point when the house was tore down when I was 14 or so. The house was very creepy and wore down. No one had lived there for years. There wasn't even electricity to the house, which makes some of the things that happened very odd. The first incident that I remember happened on a summer evening. It was late and I was riding my bike down the road in front of the house. I would always look at the house as I rode by because it scared the shit out of me. I always loved horror movies, but as a child it made my imagination go crazy. And this house reminded me of a house out of one of my favorite movies. And on this particular evening I noticed something. There was a light coming from the upstairs. The light appeared to have been coming from the hallway and not directly from the room. I pedaled as fast as I could and went straight and told my dad and mom, who assured me it was nothing. A few weeks later, I was sitting on the back porch at my grandmother's, and I kept looking over at the house, not because I wanted to, but because I couldn't resist. But seeing what I saw that night, I wished I could have. I saw what appeared to be a bed burning with shadow figures dancing around the fire. A couple of years later, I was tossing rocks into the creek that was between this house and my grandmother's, when I saw a face staring back at me from beneath the water. The face wasn't disfigured or scary in any way, and at this point I can't recall if it was male or female. I ran into my grandmother shouting, but when my uncle went to look, there was nothing. It was the beginning of a new school year, so I had gotten off the bus at my grandmother's, and I would ride my bike home that evening. It was Friday, so me and my cousin were playing video games, and it had gotten late. After my cousin left, I decided I would go home. I hopped on my bike, and the path to my home leads directly past this house. So I'm pedaling as fast as I can and not looking in the direction of the house. In my frightened state, I hadn't noticed that my shoelace had gotten caught in the chain. I tumbled to the ground. I quickly jump up, pull off my shoe, and start pushing the bike up the road when I look over and notice the interior light of this old yellow car. A car that I'd never noticed before. When I get home, I tell my dad, and he states that the car has sat there for some time, and that it must have been the glare of the street light off of the windshield. Later the following year, my aunt was visiting for the holidays. It was just before Christmas, so I was on Christmas break, and she was staying with my mom and dad. One night around 11, I was coming down to get something to drink. I heard my aunt telling my mom about hearing a doorbell ringing at this old house. But when I came into the room, they both quickly changed the subject. I tried bringing it up, but was told it was late and needed to get to bed. The last thing I remember about this house happened on a cool fall evening. Me and my cousin were at my grandmother's, and we had just gotten back from basketball practice, and I was waiting for my dad to pick me up. So we waited outside beside the road. We were talking about some plays we had ran in practice when my cousin's face turned pale white. I said, "What is it?" He pointed toward the upstairs of the old house and said, "What is that?" I turned to look, and I see one of the shadow figures staring at us with glowing red eyes. Me and my cousin both ran into my grandmother's. No one believed us when we told them what we had saw. The house was tore down early the next year, and nothing strange has happened since.